What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Overdrift.
Overdrift!
Yeah!
Yeah.
This the Muffled James
Yeah.
Overdrift rendition. Collect them all.
All
All 32 varieties.
Only 32?
To the 10th power.
No, that's way too many. Don't put that on me.
And while we're busy putting that on James, I would like to thank Ultra Clock, Magicos, and Satan for being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/the link in the description.
Yeah.
And today, like yesterday, I'm just winging it. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna see where my heart takes me.
You go away. Okay.
Yeah?
Ooh! Ooh! That was rough.
Lance.
I like Lance.
I'm doing it just for you, James.
Just for me?
Yeah.
Oh man, what are you gonna do with the Lance?
I don't know.
Well, gonna make mines, you're gonna make allies, gonna just do your own thing.
It's too easy.
Is it?
I'm gonna pull them in with polar inversion, and then I'm gonna suck their shields.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong? In fact, I'm gonna.
Go Sentinel Body?
Yeah, I'm gonna invest fully in the shield, but then I'll use the lance to pull them in and do extra damage and stuff.
Okay. So get better shields.
Well, let's get the shield effect radius, I think, first.
Oh man.
I definitely don't want to win those.
No, there's too many things there you want.
Then we'll get the bigger shield. So we're really gonna try to do the shield investment here. I just need to get polar inversion, and then we'll definitely invest some in making the lance bigger and better, obviously, just because that's gonna be a lot of our damage.
I've personally never been a big fan of the Siphon Shield.
Honestly, I'm not either, but I gotta try to give it its chance.
It's fair. I find that
I like it conceptually. I just don't think it's strong enough.
I think that the Siphon Shield exists sort of as in the same boat, but yet the antithesis of the Halo Shield. They both shields want you to be close to the enemy to do stuff to them. The Siphon Shield, the whole point of it is that it can regenerate itself based on what it sucks up, and it can do massive damage to enemy shields. But there's also only 2 enemies that have shields.
Oh, there's a few.
Are there?
There's the bomb layer guys. There's the big old guys.
The big old guys.
There's the other guys.
Uh-huh.
There's the Transformers, the robots in disguise.
Yes. Perfect.
I mean,
Yeah.
And it just does extra damage to things with shields. It does damage to other things too.
Well, it does, but it does extra damage to things with shields. But everything else, it does a little bit of damage and recovers itself, so it's safer than the Halo Shield. The Halo Shield just does so much more damage, which I know that's the whole point. Is Halo Shield is if you want to burn things down fast. Siphon Shield is if you want to burn things but also keep yourself alive better.
Yeah. Man, this is
Yep.
Don't worry though. I got him. Got him under control.
Yeah, weaponized shields. There you go. Now anything nearby.
The weird thing about this build is, to do this build the way I want to do it, this build screams, it's shield focused. You want to get hidden power, but I can't for what I want to do with it.
That's fair. You want to throw away all your rerolls right here, right now?
I thought about it, and I've decided that no, I don't.
I feel like this is a good one for, was it Sanctuary?
We're going to get stabilization because that's going to give me power reserves.
Yes.
It's going to be very good.
Or not Sanctuary. What's the other?
And then I'll eventually make this lance bigger, and then we'll get polar inversion so I can pull people into my radius.
You turn your lance into a tractor beam, basically?
Yes.
Speaking of space operas.
That was a whole day ago. People aren't going to remember our conversation on space operas.
I know, right? Also...
oh, there's power reserve. There's also corrosion.
Both are good.
Because corrosion also leads to purification.
Yup.
Purification's even more just...
Yeah.
Tank master.
Yep. It's a land master. Whoa.
Dodged it.
Sure.
Did you see me dodge it?
Also, fun fact, I suppose if you've never watched a Star Trek, the idea of a tractor beam...
Oof.
What's that mean? What's a tractor beam? If you've never seen Star Trek, right? Like...
it's a piece of metal that you use to build tractors.
Right! That's what you'd think. So... That's gotta be real confusing.
That reminds me of Gavin Free like to do a thing where it's just like take like most things that we just take for granted and try to explain it to a caveman who has no point
concept.
of reference
Yeah.
of anything.
Like tractor beam. Like again, if you've never seen or heard of enough Star Trek, then what else has tractor beams? Nothing.
I mean, just try to explain like television. Oh
my God! Purification.
So yeah, so how would you explain television to a caveman?
It's a box with moving pictures.
Like so, it's just like kind of like a flip book kind of thing. It has no sound.
Yeah, I mean, if a caveman's gonna watch television, he'd figure it out.
No. We're explaining it to him first. That's the thought experiment. It's not experience it and figure it out.
It's theater that has been pre-recorded and shown back to you.
What theater? What pre-record?
Well, you know what theater is. You watch people or animals do things.
The caveman don't know what theater is.
That's a boost.
Okay, so theoretically...
Look, he may be caveman, but he know what spoon is.
Well, he has spoon, but not...
Omni shield.
He know what spoon is, he don't know what theater is. Cavemen aren't theater kids.
That's... You've never eaten theater kids. Winnow. Actually, you probably don't want Winnow. Magnitude's good. Extra thrust is good. I'll ruin that guy's day.
Well, I mean, this is just me hanging out near him.
I know.
And his shield's gone.
Oh, how long is... It's probably been a very long time. But
okay, polar inversion.
How long has Siphon Shield not done purple damage to shields?
It's been a little while.
That's...
Honestly, a little disappointing. I like the purple.
Yeah.
But this was the only thing that did it. So you probably didn't want to waste all those extra resources on a shield.
That's fair.
If we're being honest, not too many people take.
Also, it's another boost.
Just kind of punch my way through all of them there. I'm gonna get rapid fire, and it's gonna make my beam bigger. It's like my beam is naturally smaller because I picked Sentinel, because that hurts my rate of fire. But it's fine. Dodged it.
That was good.
Oh, it's a singularity. It's a good thing my AI has detected it. Otherwise, I would have never have seen it coming. Yay! I stole some XP back. Hey, look, Ally Specialist.
It's true.
But Maelstrom for a shield-based build is so good.
It's true.
So how well do you think this build is gonna do overall? Honest opinions.
Hard to say, because you're going heavy shield focus, but again, with the shield that
Being in
I'm
the corners, kind of.
less thrilled with.
Yeah.
You've taken a lot of things that will overall hurt the lance portion of this.
Well, what's hurting the lance portion?
Well, your body for one.
Yeah. So that's one thing. But you said I'm taking a lot of things. You're doing a lot of shooting from the hip, James.
Yeah.
Oh, power reserves. I wanted Galvanic Outburst, but I super need that power reserves. Oh god, it's so much better.
Well, you're taking a lot of damage there.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just suck it all back up. Dodged it.
I don't think you did.
Did you see that sweet dodge that I did?
Also, good lord, sitting next to those guys just recovers
Yeah.
that shield so hard.
Yeah. That's sort of the idea.
Oh boy, bananas.
My bananas aren't even nearly bananas.
I mean, you have Omni Shield. If your shield breaks, it's very bananas.
My bananas aren't even Chiquita.
Ooh, Chimeric. I feel like that would be an interesting boss at some point. I don't know.
What, banana boss?
Yeah, yes, the banana boss. No, a boss that has a shield similar to yours.
Oh, the siphon?
Yeah, well, not necessarily the siphon specifically, but the idea of, you know, half of its health pool is in shields, and then when the shield breaks, it regenerates, and then it's got shield again eventually.
I just need to get Gemini Protocol, and I'll be in business. I got the adrenal module.
So, you know, overall, it would have less health than most bosses, but it's got that shield pool that you gotta cut through repeatedly.
Well, he is working on a final boss.
Whoa, Lord! Well, I guess you're doing extra shield damage to that. I guess those are shields, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy! Uh-huh. Copyright strike.
That's probably not that far off from the truth.
Oh, Disney.
Okay, get my beam here.
Also, Disney, for the love of God, just put pirates on your dang Disney Plus. Stop trying to act all high and mighty.
Disney act high and mighty? Never.
I know, right? They're refusing to put pirates on Disney Plus because the whole Johnny Depp thing.
Oh.
Which, still going forward with Aquaman 2.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
You know.
It's a whole thing.
You don't want Concentrated Blast.
Well, I don't necessarily not want it. It is 35% extra damage.
But it's also 30% less blast radius, which defeats the purpose of your lance in this build. Oh, I would have just taken Winnow at that point.
Oh, look. More blast radius. You happy?
Yeah.
You frickin' happy?
No.
You frickin' happy, Jay?
No.
Okay.
No.
What's the prereq to Gemini Protocol again?
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's efficiency.
You've got the list.
I think it's efficiency. Actually, no, I don't think it's efficiency. I think it's something. I think it might be kinetic.
Gemini Protocol.
Oh, let's see.
No blood drift. Yeah, it's efficiency.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You'd think we'd know this by heart, but we don't. Let's go with the Discord. A little bit extra. A little bit extra.
That's scary again.
Why?
You get polar inversion.
Yeah, but I want to pull them into my orb. Like, that's the whole thing.
I know, but the orbs themselves are also blast damage.
I know. And they're going to pull things into my shield, which is a good thing. That's the whole point.
Oh, man. Think.
Think.
Double income, no kids. That's what Dink stands for. Or at least it did Doug. I don't know if it was a thing before Doug, but...
I mean, I'm sure it was.
Speaking of Disney messing things up, I love Disney. I really do. But... Disney had got a hold of Doug and it made it worse.
Lately, me and Rachel have taken to watching animatronic mess ups at Disney parks.
Oh, no.
Because it's so funny.
Well,
when they go wrong, they go real wrong.
I assume you're most specifically picturing in your mind's eye the Beaker and Bunsen.
that is a good one. But not necessarily... see, Kinetic Boost. You said it was in Kinetic Boost.
No, I did not.
Or it was efficient? It
was efficiency,
okay.
Yes. And you have 13 rerolls if you really want it. A barrier would not be bad for something like this.
Let's reflective shields.
You're right.
I already have barrier.
You do have barrier.
I'm not going to pass up
another galvanic.
I'm saying another galvanic conversion. I think that's my first one.
It is. Another, as in the grand scheme of all the Nova Drifts. Yep, that's totally what I meant.
I could tell. By the conviction in your voice.
Yeah. And the convection in your lance.
I get it.
Because it burns things. Wow. Wow. Nice.
My siphon doesn't do a whole lot.
No.
But by golly, it's there.
Yeah. It's keeping itself alive.
You know, normally, hidden power is like, oh yeah. But with the lance...
Yeah, you lose your lance. There's efficiency.
And there's damage protocol. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll never get a benefit from efficiency because I'm just constantly beaming things.
It's not necessarily true. You could stop beaming things for a bit. If
It's impossible. You can't do it.
It's not impossible.
Physically unable to remove my finger from the S key. It has been welded there.
Only reason it was standing there in the first place is because it had been nailed there.
Yeah, got him.
Man, I want to go watch some Flying Circus. You ever watch much Monty Python, Lee?
Yes, but not in a very long time.
There's Gemini.
It's been
Quite some time.
1 week since you looked at me.
Yes. Monty Python has had a lot of great bits and things over the years.
Yes.
Flying Circus, definitely more of the oddball show, but part of what made it great. And so many classic bits come from there. You know, that was like half your shield.
But got him.
You did got him. You know, like the Spanish Inquisition and the cheese shop. We had
The pet shop.
We had a clip from the dentist office.
Yeah.
On one of our vids way back when.
Way back when. Could you tell me which one?
I'm going to leave that to chat. Chat? Yeah, the comment section.
The comment section ain't getting it.
They might.
They're not.
You don't know.
I do.
There's probably someone who knows, and if not, they'll know how to go. They can look it up.
Was it in a Nova Drift video? If not, then it ain't gonna happen.
That's a good point, and no, I don't believe it was.
Also, dear audience, I know you like Nova Drift. We all like Nova Drift. You should watch some of our other stuff too. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we got lots of things. Lots of things. We release 2 Nova Drift videos a week and 5 other things a week.
It's okay. You can watch them. I give you permission.
Yeah. It's like, I know you guys like Nova Drift. If you like Nova Drift, you might enjoy stuff like our Wizard of Legend playthrough, or where we actually do actual co-op. And I'm not just sitting here sounding like a numpty. Or we're playing Hades right now, which is super fun. And
you can go way back in time and watch us play like an RPG.
yeah, well, that's true. I mean, so some people who've been around here for quite some time can regale you with the tales of the Jersey Queen.
Young and sweet, only like probably mid-40s.
Harumph. Recently played through the Ghost Trick, one of Lee's favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
So that's
real good.
Worth a look
And
into.
I really like that playthrough, and I thought that playthrough went really well.
Yeah, I agree. And more of you should go back and watch the Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer run that we did. Because if more people watch that, I might be able to convince Lee to do it again. And that was super fun. Well, that's roasting.
I am in the center of Snake Hell. Got him. All according to plan.
Sure. Oh, man, that regression might be good. You don't take regression it's one thing.
Yeah.
But you get
I can slipstream. Like I can deal with some more damage.
That's true.
Or I can look for terminate. Terminate would be good.
Well, that's true.
Hey, look,
Mine specialist.
Gives me rate of fire, so slightly bigger lands, and terminate. Dodged it.
Sure. And in general, if I know you guys are most of you guys are here for Nova Drift, but if there's other things that you'd be interested in, leave comments below. I mean, we've got a pretty set schedule at the moment for what we're doing, but we're trying out new things, and we're planning on doing more stuff on Twitch at some point. So if there's other things that you think you'd be interested in, let us know.
Yeah. Oh, now my sword is nice and big.
I know some people have said they want us to do some horror stuff at some point, and
We look up Resident Evil remake.
to be fair, that doesn't count
Why not?
because Scott played that.
Yeah, but we were there,
We were there.
and it's got one of the best off-screen surprise jump scares I've ever seen in my entire life.
Off-screen surprise jump scares.
Yeah, one that's not cutscene related. It's just thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was great. Actually, now that I remember it, but so Lee and I, in general, I don't know if we've mentioned this before. I'm sure we have. Don't really do horror all that much, but I mean, let's be honest. If a lot of you are just like, "Hey, we want to see it," we'd watch it.
Look, I do Death Road to Canada. That's like horror.
No,
It's got zombies.
I've been tempted recently to, despite all of the rest of my being like, no, I've been very tempted to pick up and try Soma recently. I don't really do horror, but I know people on the internet seem to like to watch people get scared. And fallen down a rabbit hole of watching YouTubers lately, and one of them was playing Soma recently, and it was a fun experience.
I know Phantasmagoria is like the new hotness.
Phantasmagoria is the new hotness, but having watched some of that one, I find myself confused by the game. First of all, the game mechanically operates poorly. Have you seen those character models? I mean, I know that's part of the charm as to why a lot of the YouTubers like it, is because it's like, I can bend my neck back behind my knees, and it's funny.
Because they're possessed by a ghost.
Oh no! And it's good to do a horror thing multiplayer. Multiplayer just makes things more fun. I'm one of those people who I would rather play a co-op game 99% of the time. Like
I'm much more in the 50-50 boat. It really depends on the game and my mood. Because there's plenty of times where I just want to sit back and RPG, and not even if I'm the one in control.
Oh no, absolutely.
Like
that's part of what we did with the channel is lots of. I mean, for the longest time, for like what 2.5 years, our Wednesday video was literally just one of us is playing an RPG, and the other one's just there having fun commenting, and then we'd like switch back and forth as who's doing what.
Yeah, one of our first series ever was Front Mission 4, which I actually went back and started watching again because I've been having the hankering to play it again, and I was just like, well, instead of playing it again, I can watch myself play it 3 years ago.
That's true. That way you can. That way you get to see how we've grown, how we've changed.
It turns out not much.
Yeah, it's like definitely a little bit, but
a little bit, but not as much as you'd think.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Ta-da.
You did it.
What do I want now? That's a whole different game. We also played that on the channel.
Yeah, which one did we play?
Super Castlevania 4.
Super Castlevania 4. That's right. I personally think it would be fun to play Symphony of the Night on the channel at some point. I know that it's generally a fan favorite, but I also know that the game is, as far as Castlevanias go, Symphony of the Night is not exactly difficult, and everyone and their mothers played it, so it's not wouldn't necessarily do well.
I can refute that claim. I can say that my mother has not played it.
Oh.
The only games that my mom plays of the video game variety are Sudoku and Minesweeper.
Whew.
And I think she squeezed in a game of Mahjong here and there.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah.
No, my parents were gamers back in the day, and then had weird stints. So like when my dad was my age, he grew up with the Atari, and he and his aunt would just spend hours upon hours upon hours just playing all sorts of Pac-Man and Frogger and
Poggers,
the Berserk and Space Invaders and Demon Attack and Freeway. Oh man, Freeway was fun. And then even as I grew up, I remember him playing plenty of old school Nintendo. You know, all the old Marios, 1, 2, and 3. Duck Hunt. And then Mom would always play like Dr. Mario. And various puzzle games of the type. And then even as I grew up, my dad started playing less and less, but would still play like Mario parties and Mario Karts and type of things like that. And my mom had a couple of stints where she would play Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing quite a bit. Nowadays, my dad doesn't really play games all that much. Although, I gotta get him back to playing Battletoads. He and I used to play Battletoads quite a bit.
Was he the best Battletoad?
He was not.
That never made it to a recording, and that makes me sad.
Did that not make it into the recording?
No, that was just us playing.
Oh, that was just us playing? Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
We have a long-running joke of us playing Battletoads, because there was one time where we played Battletoads just by ourselves, just for fun. Because sometimes some things just had to be for us. And James is a better Battletoader than me.
I have played so much Battletoads in my time.
And I've played a fair bit, but not as much as James. So James is just better at it than me. But at the time, I forget what started the conversation, but at the time I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the best Battletoad. And then as I was finishing the sentence, Something came on screen and killed me.
Slammed into one of the walls in the turbo tunnel.
Oh, was that what it was?
It was
the best Battletoad.
It was just, I'm the best Battletoad. Just instant.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Followed by the immediate F-bomb. It was just like, I'm the best Battletoad. Fuck. So, it was, you had to be there.
Good times were had by us on
Yes.
that particular day.
So, you know, the more we get to do this, the more we'll be able to have moments like that to share with all of you, which would be super, super fun. That's kind of the whole point of doing this, is to be able to share, you know, our joys and our passions with you guys. So, you know, as always, very grateful that you're all here, and hope you stick around for so much more, you know?
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh boy.
There's so many punchies. Oh.
Yep.
Fine. I'm relying on that maelstrom to really. Oh!
Whoa!
Hello, friend! How's it going, dude?
I don't think my parents would play that one.
Probably not.
Oh boy.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Oh,
That's cool.
you know, I could probably get my mom to play Stardew Valley. More people need to play Stardew Valley.
Yeah, see, like I said, my mom never played stuff. Via a really long life story that I'm not going to get into here, I have two dads, and one of them played games, and the other one didn't. The other one doesn't know what a video game is, and one of them played a lot of Nintendo 64. I remember mostly. Like he did a lot of racing games. Like he had a dirt bike racing game. And he did Wave Race 64, and then he played Tetrosphere, which made me like I love that game because me and my dad played a lot. Tetrosphere is not your average Tetris game.
Got him.
Also got him.
Yeah, Tetrosphere is. I have always been like a secret fan of those weird Tetris games. I've never played Tetrosphere, and I need to track this down because of your stories of Tetrosphere.
I love it so much.
Because, like, for me, my favorite Tetris game was always there was a DS Tetris game that I literally think was just called Tetris DS. But they had a game mode in there that was, like, Metroid themed, and all of the blocks would fall onto a spinning core, and you could, like... You had to like make a giant box with the bricks that would come down, and you would basically spin the entire screen to make the box. Okay, that's a little scary.
I'm gonna just hang up for a minute. Don't mind me.
Yep, and she's back.
Okay.
And then you talk about Tetrosphere, and I'm just like, that sounds cool too.
Tetrosphere is probably the goofiest Tetris game I've ever seen. Because it's got like different characters that you can be, and like they're all like real goofy, and it's a game that does not take itself very seriously. And it's basically you're making Tetris lines, but on a 3D spherical surface, and you gotta break down through different layers to get to the middle. Because in the middle is either a thing that you want, or like you have to rescue somebody on a rescue mission. You gotta make a hole big enough for that person to get out.
That's cool. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So what you're saying is we need to get an N64.
Oh, I'm really hoping that there's going to become a point where they come out with the Nintendo 64 Classic.
That would be nice.
Because there's so much demand for it.
It's true. Let's see. Because as far as N64 games are concerned, like, obviously we can get Tetrosphere. Based on the things that we do on the channel, I would love to just play some GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
and the fact that it would have an HD output would be really nice.
That would be... Also, really?
Yeah, this is my life now.
Serif 3.0, right after 2.0.
But that was the nice thing about doing Wednesday's video that almost nobody watched. Where we played a little bit of Mario 64, and not only could we do it because, you know, normally we don't have a 64, but it's from the 3D remake, which means that it's HDMI output, so it doesn't look like garbage. That's why I don't do native PS2 stuff anymore.
Yeah, they don't look great.
Because, yeah, it's all... I don't have an HDMI output for it. It's just all freaking old school garbage.
Yeah. I mean, you want to see some of that? Go back and watch our Batman video.
That was rough because we played that on the original NES.
Yep, classic hardware, and you could tell. You can tell.
So that's why any NES or SNES game post that is done via emulation. We already own all of the games, so it's not like we're being super sneaky pirates. But it just looks better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's I think Batman was the last game that we did.
Native old console.
Yeah, native old console.
I think so.
And I think it was because the quality was so rough during it that I was just like, I didn't want to deal with it anymore.
And so then we picked up the Mini.
Yeah, we got the NES and SNES Classic, which I have, we'll say that I've modified it.
Which, not that hard to do, as it turns out.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo ain't watching my YouTube channel.
Not yet.
So, yeah, we did that. And it's been working out well for us.
Yeah.
Not that we've used it in a while.
No. But that's what we used for the Zelda Metroid randomizer.
Yes.
Was that the last time we used it?
Other than potentially like a one-off, maybe. Did that happen before or after we did River City? The original Ransom and not Girls.
Right. Because we did do both of those. Well, you and Scott did River City Ransom.
Yes.
And then we did River City Girls, which might be getting a sequel-y.
Oh, is it?
There's talks. Oh boy.
I broke a million. Anything that happens now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, without going and just looking at the channel, I'm pretty sure that River City Ransom was done on the NES Classic 200.
Okay.
So that's fourth Seraph.
I fought one or two.
Have you fought more Seraphs than Scions?
They're close.
Oh, that, you see?
Yeah, that Maelstrom really...
That Maelstrom did some work there. Oh, boy.
Lead him into the black hole so he can take some extra damage. Make sure that I don't go into the black hole myself. Alright, one down.
Oh. Your Maelstrom is actually shoving him a bit.
Yeah.
Ah, he got you.
He got me.
But still.
Well, not bad.
Over a million. There's that placeholder 0 burn.
Oh, well. But I'll take over a million. Over a million's fine.
Yeah.
So it's certainly not on my board, but it's fine.
You're getting to the point where 1.5 might not make it on. Likely won't make it on. You need like 1.6 to guarantee.
So there you go. That's like a mosquito build with if I didn't have a swarm of mosquitoes and I just was a giant mosquito.
Yeah.
That's basically what that was.
Your Igor with his long mosquito nose. I don't know.
I'll figure out a good thumbnail for it. Don't you worry.
I feel like there's an anime character that's literally just a mosquito nose dude.
Probably.
From Soul Eater.
Well, there's a whole game about a mosquito guy.
Oh yeah,
it might be on there. You'll know by looking at the thumbnail. You've seen it already. You've seen it almost 40 minutes ago.
Dang, son.
I know, right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.